What's up, everybody? This is Alpha04 at your service. I'm going to do a review on the new episode of One Piece today. And honestly, when I looked at this episode, I gotta say, it was pretty good. I mean, I really loved it. I mean, there are many parts I could love about it, even though, some y'all may disagree or not agree with me at certain points. But, when I looked at this episode, I mean, it had some fillers. It had some fillers that I'm gonna have to, agree with, but it actually flows well with it when I just look at it, you know? I mean, there are some things that just got censored out, you know? I mean, that's all I can say. That's all I gotta say about that overall, you know? And honestly, when I of course, took a look at, of course, when watching this episode, I mean, I loved it. If anything else, yeah, I mean, it had some things that, been censored a bit. Well, just one scene from from the manga and the anime and so forth. If anything else, let's just get this started. I mean, okay, we get a scene where Luffy's, exiting out of the arena and everything's about to be fixed up. Then Cavendish comes in and then Luffy calls him Cabbage. Goes like, what the heck are you doing? And then tries to attack him, and Luffy says, leave me alone, I'm tired right now. And Bartolomeo's like, seeing Luffy right there being attacked by Cavendish, some guys talking shit about Luffy, saying oh, he couldn't save his brother in the Marineford a couple of years ago. Bartolomeo slammed him to the wall using his barrier technique, barrier power, and says, hey man, you ever hear about Luffy, man? He's the man that's gonna be a pirate king. And then later on, after he's all stargazing and so forth, you know, and he was about to cut out his tongue, I go like, do it, do it, do it. He goes like, this is the tongue you used, huh? Then he threw him aside, and then I go like, oh man, I actually want to see his tongue cut off. I want to hear like that kind of thing, you know? And then Luffy caught Cavendish's sword, but not before he spits on two of his hands, and they were playing tug of war, you know, over Cavendish's sword. It's fucking hilarious. Chin Chow comes in, and Luffy says, leave me alone, dude, I already won. And then Chin Chow says, no! But I think Luffy took it the wrong way, saying no, that's not it, you know? And he's already chasing him, saying, in gratefulness that you restored my head, I shall give you my grandsons under your command. And they all chasing him around, and then Bartolomeo's like, oh, I gotta get near Luffy. I'm like, oh my lord, man, come on, man, stop being a daydreamer or stargazer for all such things, you know, that kind of thing. But overall, that was a good scene, you know. And then Lucy or Luffy, if you want to call it, gets saved by Rebecca, and they end up running, and then Luffy ends up seeing Jesus Burgess or Jesus Burgess. I don't know how to pronounce his name correctly, or Burgess in Japanese pronunciation, or Burgess for me or something, but I apologize for that. And overall, it is the meeting between Blackbeard and Luffy talking, and then Luffy did tell Blackbeard, you're not gonna get his fruit, that's for sure, it's not gonna happen. Then Jesus Burgess says, yeah, sure, I can't wait to fight you, you know. Then Luffy ends up going with Rebecca and ends up eating a lot of samples, and he ends up saying, oh man, I'm so hungry. And Rebecca says, yeah, you want something to eat? And then they end up going to this gladiator prison thing, and Rebecca shows herself, you know, that kind of thing. And yeah, about there, and gladiators strangled Luffy, and Rebecca was very reluctant to actually want to kill him. And later on, Luffy managed to get out by biting the hand and slamming a guy's head to the ground, and then jumps on Rebecca, and then Rebecca ends up saying, you can do whatever you want to me. Luffy says, I'm not gonna do harm to anyone who just got me lunch or something, or got me food. So, if anything else, yeah. And those guys that strangled Luffy says were gladiator prisoners, you know, and Luffy thought they were mummies, and I go like, oh my gosh, how funny can this get, you know? And a dark past has been mentioned a little bit, and of course there was a scene that hecka struck me hardly when Luffy asked her, aren't you hungry, you know, that kind of thing. And Rebecca remembers something like, yeah, and I just go like, oh my gosh, dude, it's heart-wrenching, it's tearing me apart right now, you know? Hey man, I have my own feels, alright? So don't be all jerkwad on me, you know. And of course, Rebecca says she vows to win the Flame Fruit and kill Doflamingo, you know, that kind of thing. And yeah, in the end, we end up having the ending where Luffy's just staring into a blank space or looking at some expression, you know, that kind of thing. And yeah, this episode was great, you know, even though like it, never mind, I don't need to say it, but it was great to me, you know. I hope you all enjoyed it and enjoyed this review. I'm Alpha Zero Forum. I'll see you guys another time. All right, later.